All right, we got the housing all cleaned up, and this will be the reinstall video with the new gaskets. That's the old gasket, and I'll show you the new gasket momentarily. I would also like to show you, I had a piece of aluminum laying around the shop. So this steel plate, which expands when heated up at a different rate than the aluminum housing, causing oil to leak out even with the O-ring gasket behind it. I just took a piece of aluminum and drilled the holes in the same location as the stock steel plate so that I don't have to buy a $250 part just to get the aluminum cover plate. So we'll see if that works, which I think it should. And here is the new kit, just came in from Amazon, and would you look at this, 90 days money back guarantee, no questions asked. If Amazon does not allow it to return, message seller to get full refund. Well, standing behind your product, and that gives me a lot of confidence. So that's awesome that they would go above and beyond. So good for this company on Amazon. Service ZM at outlook.com. Shout out to them. And look at this, you get this in a nice sealed package. It's even resealable if you wanted to. So we got the O-ring that'll go right behind the cover plate. We got the metal gasket that should match up with this one. Then we do have a little green O-ring, which I'm not sure. I would wager, at first I thought it went somewhere in here, but I don't really see an O-ring down in there, and I've scraped it with my pick and nothing's like rubber, it's all metal there. I'm wondering if there could be below this plastic fitting. I'm not sure, but that fitting doesn't seem to come out. It's captured. The fitting has plastic tabs going into the metal square hole areas, so maybe I can look up that. But as far as I know, it's mainly just the O-ring gasket and the metal gasket behind it. So we will get this thing put back in the car. Okay, so compared to the old one, the new metal gasket is actually really tight fit, and it mainly comes down to the tabs. 1, 2, and 3. So I didn't have to like force it a whole lot, but you want to make sure when you're laying it down nice and evenly, because it's a much tighter fit over this outside diameter of this machine surface. You don't want to warp it or anything. So mine, it's slightly bowed up on either side, but it's a metal gasket, so when we tighten it down, it's going to sit nice and flat. Or at least we'll test it. It even has a raised edge built into the metal gasket, if you can see that. So it should seal up real nicely. And I'll show you the fit on the old one. As you can see, a lot of play around that round machine surface. And then this one, like basically no play at all. So you could file down the plastic or the metal tabs on the new one if you want. Not a huge deal breaker, I don't think. And then if we look on the back side, oops, I almost lose my diaphragm piece. Get back in there. I took out the old O-ring. I found my pick. The pick is the 90-degree pick. It'll focus, is very handy to have. You can just grab just the O-ring and not worry about scratching the aluminum, and then just slowly get it out of there. So I got the old one out. You can see it took the shape. So I'll just take the new one, coat it in a little bit of oil, and then feed it all the way around in there. And then I think I can go ahead and put my cover plate on. How did I have it? Yeah, like that. And then I think I can just have it on and then put this whole thing into the car, set up like that. I don't think I have to have the plate off, but I'll try it first, because I know that these two tabs on the end piece, they're gonna have to line up with their mating piece in the engine. But I think I can just rotate that a little bit by hand, then try to feed it in. If I have to, I'll take the plate off and move this around as needed. But let me try it with the plate on first. All right, cover plate is tight. All 4 bolts are tightened down. And And our piece looks nice and flush, so we will try that one out for size. Metal gasket snugly secure. And this little green, I think they're just teasing me with this O-ring because it came in the kit. It's too small to fit around here, even if that is an O-ring right there. But look, here's my pick. Let me put the camera so you can actually see. Aluminum housing, or at least metal area right there, so it's not that. And then it won't fit around here, or it's a loose fit around that guy. This piece is capture in there, so I think they're just teasing me. And then the last thing I checked was the vacuum line that goes to the brake booster. It's the O-ring is too big to go inside of it. I thought maybe it was seals on the inside of that housing, but nope. So yeah, I'm at a loss. So if you have any idea, otherwise this one's just gonna be throw it over your shoulder and forget about it. So let's put this guy in the car. All right, so we got it in, and I did not have to take off the cover plate. I just got it close, and then on the back side of the piece, I rotated it so those two tabs were close to where they made it inside the engine. And I tried it once, didn't get it, pulled it back out, rotated it slightly, and got it. So maybe that was just luck. And once I got it in there, obviously I wanted to get a bolt started real quick. So I got that bolt started and made sure the back of the vacuum pump housing is flat against the engine, and this little metal gasket is not sitting nice and flat as well. So I got this one all the way started, just hand tight, and then next I will do the bottom one. And once I get that in, I will move over to the top one, which actually has the bottom and the top one have the bracket. I slide that bracket over before I put the bolts in. So we'll do that next. Excuse me. And just like that, everything is tight. I snug that one down. This is the top left Torx bolt. And then I did the bottom one. And as you can see, the bracket is behind the bolt now. And then I snug that one, and I went back and gave them all a little bit more of a tighten. And then the last thing I did was I tightened that 10mm bolt head, which is just another bracket that bolts to the bracket we were messing with. Now that that's all tight, I can take my vacuum line that goes to the brake booster and just reconnect it. Let's do it live. See if I get my camera in a good spot. And just click it in. Let me get my actual face in there to see what I'm looking at. I think it went on. Let me try with two hands, but basically get that connected and then get everything else back together, check for leaks.